Good morning. Hello. Welcome to Guanyin practice. Happy Friday for those for whom Friday is the start of your weekend. Happy Friday to everybody. I hope everyone's having a good day and that you've had a good week. I hope that the message of this week's divinations that has been so uh, forceful, I might say, of finding time for silence and contemplation has been fruitful for you. And we'll see how we're going to close the week. But this week we've had, listening grace. We've had soundless sound. We've had exhortations to take 15 minutes of silence a day, which is like getting a jump on our woman shaman priestess training for 2022, which starts this weekend. And that's actually the first assignment for the students. So this message of getting into our quietude, even amidst what might otherwise be a busy life, is very important right now. We're supposed to be listening to this message. It's come up in every single divination in some way this week. So whether you're on YouTube, the Goddess Temple app, or Facebook, wherever you've encountered me today, take this as your message. Find time to cultivate some quietude, some silence, some inner reflection this weekend, especially if you haven't gotten a chance to do it so far this week. What may emerge from that time of quiet could be really powerful for you, really helpful, and really spiritually aligning. So we're going to greet the day, as we do every day in January, with the Heart Sutra. If you're new to the practice, you might think, well, why are we doing this? Every month of the year in the Mount Shasta Goddess Temple, we work with a different goddess. Each goddess has her place in my personal mandala of goddesses. Every priestess in the temple has her own mandala of goddesses. And for me, January is devoted to Prajnaparamita, the mother of the Buddhas, who is the presence of perfect wisdom. So, and I just want to say, feeling super grateful for my candles from Infinity Coven, which I'm burning for this month, and they are so good. They smell fantastic. Okay, the heart's perfect wisdom. Uttering the sound of the three states of existence, I enter mystic union of oneness with the entire cosmos. In the three worlds, in the three times, my breath binds the sound. Purifying the body, speech, and mind, I take refuge and invoke the awakened mind of the goddess who knows all and hears all suffering. The blessed Bodhisattva Aryatara, from the deep practices of the heart's perfect wisdom, understanding that the five elements of consciousness were always empty, instructing her student Shariputra, she says, in this world of forms, Shariputra, all phenomena are empty. Form is emptiness, and emptiness is form. Form is not separate from emptiness, and emptiness is not different from form. Always emptiness is the same as phenomena. Potential or actual form and emptiness never separate. So it is for feelings, conceptions, perceptions, and consciousness. All phenomena, Shariputra, have the characteristics of emptiness. They neither die nor take their birth into existence. Neither are improper nor shining with purity. Neither are complete nor deficient in any way wanting. So, Shariputra, in that emptiness, there is no form, no feeling, conception, perception, nor consciousness. There is no seeing, no sound, no smell, no taste, no touch, nor thought. Neither are there solid forms, sound, fragrance, sensation, nor conceptual phenomena. No circle of sight, nor is there a sphere of consciousness. There is no knowledge nor ignorance. Neither does ignorance get vanquished nor knowledge voided. no long road into aging and death, and no liberation from it. No causes of suffering nor samsara, no stopping on the journey of joy and suffering. There is no clinging to thoughts nor grasping. There is no attainment of anything, as there is nothing to attain. With blissful practicing of the heart's perfect wisdom, obstructions of mind move clear, and the labyrinthine maze of thought impressions and delusions of duality are liberated. In this way, the blessed Bodhisattva Aryatara enters enlightened transcendence. In the three worlds, all on the Bodhisattva path may practice the heart's perfect wisdom, and in applying it every moment, find the nature of mind and enter enlightenment. So, understand and see that the mantra of the heart's perfect wisdom is the strongest of sorceries, is the most powerful saying of mystical and sacred speech. It is the mantra which smooths over all things, which disperses lies into its light of truth. This mantra liberates all and is said like this: Gate, gate, paragate, parasamgate, buddhi soha. 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 Gate, gate, paragate, parasamgate. Gate, gate, paragate, parasamgate, buddhi soha. Gate, gate, paragate, paragate, parasamgate, buddhi soha. Gone, gone, crossed over and gone, completely gone beyond to the far shore, awakened, and all is good. This ends the heart's perfect wisdom. Imagine a life in which your thoughts and emotions did not determine how you feel. Imagine a life in which you didn't think your happiness was contingent on external life factors. Imagine a life in which you knew that no matter what seems to be happening, none of it is actually that big of a deal. And that you have within you everything you need already to live your joy. That is the promise of the Heart Sutra. But it goes so far beyond that simple promise. The blissful practicing of the heart's perfect wisdom eliminates all of the falsehoods that we tell ourselves every day about good and evil. It points to the fact that no matter how we might think or feel, no matter what narrative we might be indulging in, no matter what story we're telling ourselves, we are truly all one. So let's just be in the oneness with each other right now. And today's card, looks like we're getting an action card today. So this whole week, we've had all these cards about cultivating silence, very important, having alone time, having quiet time. Today, our card is starting us on the next wave of the journey. Our lives are not our own. From womb to tomb, we are bound to others, past and present. With each injustice and every kindness, we create the birth of our future. For beautiful eyes, look for the good in others. For beautiful lips, speak only words of kindness. For poise, walk with the knowledge that you are never alone. Be in good relation with all things. Begin with your own self, and this will heal the wounds that bind you. And our affirmations today: I am connection. I am the restorer of balance. A world in which we all take radical responsibility for our own happiness and well-being is a world in which we acknowledge that karma is the planting of a seed and its ripening into fruit. It isn't punishment nor reward. It is just what we do and what happens next. If we speak kindness, kindness will return to us. If we are under the delusion that speaking kindness will make us a punk, will make it easy for people to take advantage of us, we have to dispel that story. And we have to trust in the power of our own goodness. By trusting in the power of our own goodness, we can then dispel the story that somehow someone else could ever hurt us, harm us, or take something from us because we're nice, because we're kind, because we're compassionate or good. No one can take anything from you because you are good. People can take things from you or try to take things from you. People can hurt you or try to hurt you because of who they are and how they're choosing to act. That's true. But they cannot do those things because you're good. It's not a cause and effect situation. You being a good person, you being kind, you choosing to rise above, you choosing to stay in your heart center, regardless of what tries to come knock you out of it. You doing that determines the quality of your experience of this life. It doesn't mean that the other things happening around you will change. It means that how you respond to those things happening will change. So our biggest clearing that we need to do, our biggest purification that we need to do is to purify the elements we carry within ourselves that cause us to feel rancor toward others, pain about the effects of experiences. It is to purify our bad thoughts about others, to purify our tendency to get frustrated and lash out, to purify our tendency, our habit. These are just habits. They're not who you are. Who you are is not, I lash out when I'm angry, or I lash out when I'm tired, or I lash out when I'm frustrated. That's not who you are as a person. Who you are as a person is nothing other than pure rainbow light. Who you are as a person is nothing other than goodness. Your inherent Buddha nature, everyone has one. But the layers of obscuration that gather, that cover us up, that fool us into thinking that we don't have Buddha nature, those obscurations can seem very real, and they can seem like they are justification for us to act poorly. They're not. They're not. Our actions of kindness and goodness in the world are meaningful. They matter. They create our experience. No one can take those things from you. They are your shining qualities. Your kindness, your compassion, your willingness to help, your willingness to stand against injustice, your willingness to create positive opportunities for those who are in need, your willingness to listen to a child, your willingness to listen to an elder, your willingness to help rescue a wounded animal. All of the things those are who you are. All of the things around you, those are experiences that are not who you are, and therefore cannot be blamed or used as justification for acting poorly. The only thing that'll make a punk of you is to be a punk. So if you're the kind of, get ready for what I'm about to say, if you're the kind of punk who says, well, you did this thing and it made me do this thing, that's what makes a punk of you. That's what makes a punk of you. Not your willingness to be like, okay, you did this thing and it is really making me upset and I feel a lot of strong emotions. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to step away until I can deal with this with kindness, calm, good boundaries. It doesn't mean you can't set a boundary. It doesn't mean you can't say no. It doesn't mean you can't say to someone, hey, something's happened here and we need to clean this up. You can. but you can do it calmly and from a place of compassion and kindness. You don't have to do it from a punk place. So don't let yourself make a punk of you today. Let your shining qualities emit the rays of radiance that is the basis of who you are in this world. And that will bring you that much closer to knowing Prajnaparamita, the perfection of wisdom. That's our short bit for today, if that's what you were here for. Now let's dive into practice. Practice helps us all from being punks. 3 prostrations before the shrine of Guanyin. And remembering that we don't do prostrations before the shrine because Guanyin needs them. We do prostrations because it purifies us of our punkness. I'm going to go de-punk myself with some prostrations. Join me. We'll do 3. And let's take refuge. Namo Guru Be. I take refuge in the inner teacher. Namo Buddhaye. I take refuge in the great mother of compassion. Namo Dharmaye. I take refuge in the wisdom of the ages. Namo Sanghaye. I take refuge in the community of practitioners. And let's set our intention. A person, place, situation, or circumstance that will benefit from today's practice. And today we're holding Hernyu's mom and holding anyone else who's been struggling with prolonged ailments. And let's recite the Four Immeasurables. May I be a source of loving kindness in this world and all worlds, bringing a generous heart to all my thoughts and doings. May I be a vehicle of compassion in this world and all worlds, ever mindful and aware of the tremendous suffering of others. May I be a brimming vessel of joy in this world and all worlds, delighting in the happiness of others as their suffering is alleviated. May I be a balance point of equanimity in this world and all worlds, seeing all as equals and all as deserving of goodness. I light this candle as a symbol of the enlightening Dharma way. May it shine brightly for the benefit of all beings. I light this incense as an offering for Guanyin, she who hears the cries of the world, mother of all. Omahum. Omahum. Omahum, 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 Omahum. Reverently, I prostrate with my body, speech, and mind, and present clouds of every type of offering, actual and virtual. I confess all my destructive actions accumulated since beginningless time, and rejoice in the meditation of all holy and ordinary beings. Please, Guanyin, remain until the end of samsaric existence, and turn the wheel of Dharma for sentient beings. I dedicate my own merits and those of others to the great enlightenment. 108 recitations now of Namo Guanshi in Pusa, calling out to the one who always sees our shining qualities. Namo Guanshi in Pusa, Namo Guanshi in Pusa, Namo Guanshi in Pusa, Namo Guanshi in Pusa. Namo Guanshi in Pusa, 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 Namo Guanshi in Pusa. Namo Guanshi in Pusa, 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 Namo Guanshi in Pusa. Namo Guanshi in Pusa, 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 Namo Guanshi in Pusa. Namo Guanshi in Pusa, 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 Namo Guanshi in Pusa. Namo Guanshi in Pusa, 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 Namo Guanshi in Pusa. Namo Guanshi in Pusa, 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 Namo Guanshi in Pusa. Namo Guanshi in Pusa, Namo Guanshi in Pusa, Namo Guanshi in Pusa, Namo Guanshi in Pusa, Namo Guanyin 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 Pusa. Namo Guanyin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanyin Pusa. Namo Guanyin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanyin Pusa. Namo Guanyin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanyin Pusa. Namo Guanyin Pusa, Namo Guanyin Pusa, Namo Guanyin Pusa, Namo Guanyin Pusa. Namo Guanyin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanyin Pusa. Namo Guanyin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanyin Pusa. Namo Guanyin Pusa. Our new prayer is coming soon because I feel like I'm finally at the point of having memorized this short practice for prosperity by Jamgon Mipam Rinpoche. Hung Chosum Sasum Naktang Chake tu Tenyo Sishi Chayang Getsin Kun Duku Dudu Page Minu Pardeki Tashi Lexo Palbar Sho. Hung, by the power of the mantras and mudras of the three jewels and the three roots, may all the good omens, abundance, and prosperity of the animate and inanimate universe, both samsara and nirvana, be summoned and gathered here and expand without ever declining, so that the splendor, happiness, auspiciousness, and all good things may blaze forth. Hung Shosum Sasum Naktang Chake tu Tenyo Sishi Chayang Getsen Kun Dirku Dirdu Pelge Minu Par Deki Tashi Lexo Palbar Sho. Almost there. I think by next week I'll be super confident in it, and then we can move on to a new prayer, because I don't move on from the old prayer to the new prayer till I've memorized it in both Tibetan and English. All right, 108 recitations now of Om Mani Padme Hum, sending out the benefit of this practice to anyone who's suffering with prolonged illness. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 And let's give thanks for our teachers. May all of my blessed teachers enjoy long, happy, healthy, productive lives and great support for their good works. May all beings benefit from their wisdom. May they enjoy a swift and happy rebirth. And long life prayer for Lama Dechen Yeshe Wangmo. Om Swastiayi. Through the powerful blessings of the immortal Pema Jungye and his consort, may the three secret qualities of the Dakini of supreme bliss, Yeshe Wangmo, be utterly stable, and may the light of her activities shine on the lotus groves of the teachings and of beings, so that they blossom in radiant splendor. And let's dedicate the merit. May the merit of this practice and all of my activities be of endless benefit to all beings in all realms, beginningless and continuous. May all obstacles be overcome and suffering cease at the sound of liberation. May all beings be free from suffering and its causes. May all beings have happiness and its causes. May we carry the essence of Guanyin in our hearts. Namo Guanyin Pusa. And we close with a bow to Guanyin, bow to one another, and a bow to the inner teacher, and wishing everyone a really, really good day. Hope that everything goes smoothly for you today and that you're able to overcome any stories you've been telling yourself that don't contribute to your highest good. Be back tomorrow. Bye.